Hello everyone, my name's Colin and you are watching ClassyHerps. Alright, so first thing, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, but a lot has come up. Like last Saturday, my Tegu Ozzy died, and it was really sudden, and I don't want to talk about it too much, but what happened was he had a prolapse. You're looking at a picture of it right there. He had his prolapse, and we took him to a university, a school university, and they ran some tests to see what they could do to fix it, and they came back and told us his spine was genetically deformed, and his spine was pushing down into his intestines, which made it hard for him to pass anything through him, and so that's why he was pushing so hard, which caused the prolapse, and it was unfixable. The spine was, and so we decided the two options were wait for him to die at home and make him suffer through that until he dies from the prolapse, which would be extremely painful, or euthanize him right there. And so I decided to euthanize him there, and I actually donated his body to the university to study more about reptiles. So I thought that was the best choice possible there. That was last Saturday, and then Wednesday last week, my dog died. My yellow lab Candy. She was 9 years old, and her kidneys failed, and completely. So it's been a really tough week. My Tegu and my dog died, which pretty much equivalent. I loved them both, and both just a few days apart. And just yesterday, my leopard gecko, one of my leopard geckos, died. So not been having too good of luck with the animals. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've been having great luck. Just some things. These things happen. That's what I'm trying to say. With the snakes, everything is going awesome with the snakes. My girls are breeding, and they're getting big. I'll show you them in a bit. But right now I need to get this question answer video because I promised you guys a month ago that I would do that, and so I really needed to get down to that. So here we go. Alright, so I'm literally just going to look off my laptop here and read you guys the questions and then just answer them. So the first one is by Skull1699. He said, where do you buy your rodent food and bedding, and for how much, and do they have a website? I get my rodent food from a local pet store, so it wouldn't really matter unless you lived in my area. They are. Just ask your local pet store to order in rodent blocks, just 50-pound bags. That's about all I can tell you for rodent food. Don't buy those little bags because you're just getting ripped off. For the bedding, go to farm supply stores. Do not buy from pet stores because they will overprice these little bags for like 50 bucks, and it's ridiculous. I fell for that for a few months. And go to tractor supply stores that sell it for like animals, like big farm animals. Get these big bags of bedding for like $10. That's what I would say. Alright, the next question by Reptile Srock. He said, what size of cage would you recommend for an adult comma boa? I'm gonna miss the vids. Well, I always would say cage for a snake is at least as long as the snake is long, and that's about as much as I can tell you because each snake is going to be different in size. Just make it as long as the snake is long so it has room to turn around. Reptile Kid X asked, if you could have any animal in the world, what would it be? That's a good question. Any animal in the world. My favorite animal has always been a hippo. I don't know why, it's just always been a hippo. I don't know if I'd want one though. Tevu asked, do you breed leopard geckos and can you show all your reptiles? I've tried to breed leopard geckos, haven't had too much success. They lay eggs, but they're always infertile. And I'll try to get around to a full collection video sometime. Black Reptiles asked, highway ball python or pandapide? Definitely pandapide. I just love pandapides. It's just an insanely awesome snake there. And describe a python you would want any color or any pattern. That's a good question. Now, if I could have any morph of ball python ever created, I would definitely want it to be like a bright orange color, like on the boa there. This one's actually in shed, but you know normally what this coloring looks like, it's like a bright orange. I don't know if any ball pythons that have bright orange on them. That would be awesome. Johnny Bacon TV asked how many dart frogs are in my dart frog cage. I have 7. Tegu Lover 411 asked, what sports do I play? I play all the sports that I can. It'd be football, basketball, track. I used to play soccer, but they don't offer that anymore. Okay, Airless 818 asked, I have a male pastel and a male spider. I'm breeding both to my normal female. Is it possible to hatch out a bumblebee from that normal female? I keep breeding them to her. This is my first year. Okay, well, if you could get a bumblebee, no, because 2 male sperms can't combine inside of her. It'll combine with her normal genes, so you would have to, one of them would have to be, the female would have to be a pastel and the male would have to be a spider. You can't combine 2 males in the same female. That's kind of a weird way to think about it, but no, but you could get spiders and you could get pastels. It's been known 2 separate males can father 1 clutch, so that is possible to have those together, but no, they couldn't combine together. Ed Jor the Beast asked, what rank are you in Boy Scouts? I'm a Life Scout. Reptile Lover for Life asked, how did I get into reptiles? It's a great question. It was actually through Boy Scouts. It's weird that last question kind of followed up with this. So it was the Reptile and Amphibian Study Badge I took probably 3 years ago, and my leader gave me a baby snapping turtle, alligator snapping turtle that he found, and I had to care for it for like 2 months or something to keep track of it, and that was the first reptile I ever had, and I just loved the thing. And I made a video about it on my old channel about letting it go, and I had video on it. But yeah, I just really got interested how cool they were, and yeah, then I got the dart frogs, and then I got leopard geckos, and then ball pythons, and it went from there. CBWO314 asked, how is your life taking care of reptiles in school? How do you balance it out? And do you play video games? Well, how do I balance it out? I don't know how I do it. Just work hard, I guess. I have a 4.0 in school, and I gotta keep it that way. So, no, I don't play video games. I don't have time for that. Any of my free time is spent on the animals, and I don't really have any downtime. ClassyHerps asked, how do you get your parents to let you get all these animals? That is just something, I've made a video on that before. I don't know, you have to just take it in little steps. You can't just go from having nothing to having a collection this size. You gotta start, I started with the dart frogs, and then I got a leopard gecko, and then I got a ball python. And once you get that, it's basically the sky is the limit as long as you can take care of it. My parents, after they got 1, it's like what's more, as long as I can take care of it. It's that first one that's gonna be tough convincing them. I made a video on that, you can check it out. Yaz473 asked, do you think you might breed leopard geckos as much as you breed ball pythons? No, I don't. I'm gonna stick with ball pythons as my main thing. Sorry. Grahamol Herps asked, how long have you been in Boy Scouts, and what's your favorite ball python morph? Well, I've been in Boy Scouts since kindergarten. I think is Cub Scouts up till 6th grade, and I'm a freshman now, so quite a while. And what's your favorite ball python morph? My favorite ball python morph is like just single gene morph is probably butter. I just really like the butter. Henry Huang 360, sorry about the names, guys, asked, what kind of incubator do you use? I made it myself. I'm actually going to be making a video on how to do that pretty soon. It's a custom one. Reptiles asked, what state do you live in, and what species do I take care of? I live in Kansas, and, well, reptile species I take care of. Boas. I just have a Kenyan sand boa, and this one here, and ball pythons and leopard geckos. Don't currently have a tegu right now, but I will. I have, and I have yellow-bellied cooter turtle. I have crested geckos. I've got a lot of reptiles. Mr. Ball Python asked, what is your favorite snake? Favorite snake? It's either between this boa here or my first ball python, Alan, my normal, just because he was my first. He's my pet, and he always will be. But I also really like this boa also because it's a pet. Never gonna breed it. It's a girl. I really like boas. I almost like them better than ball pythons because of just how active they are. And just how they have a whole different feel to them than ball pythons. They're a lot more energetic, they eat a lot better, they grow so much faster, and their colors are just really pretty. Either between those two. Bronco Matt 1 asked, how many rats did you start with? How many snakes did you have at the time? You've never been too clear on your breeding rack. Do you prefer the smaller or larger cement tubs? I started with 2 rats, male and a female, about a year and a half ago, and they have, from their offspring, have entirely populated my my rodents right now. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I have gotten a few more females over the time, just as to introduce new genes and things like that. But my males have all bloodline down from him. How many snakes did I have at the time when I started breeding? I think I only had my 2 normals at the time, and they weren't rats when I started. I started with, I remember the first rodent I ever had give birth at my place was, I bought a pregnant mouse as food one day, and it was like really pregnant, like it had babies that night. I just couldn't have the guts to feed her off because she was so pregnant, and I just kind of wanted to see what it was like for her to have babies, so I let her have babies, and I still have one of her babies in my rodent shed, and so those were the first ones. I only had 2 snakes. I wasn't really serious about the rodent breeding then. On the cement tubs, I go large cement tubs for my rats and small cement tubs for my mice. Gem Reptile 710 asked, do you pay for them or do your parents? We both kind of do. 456 Video Maker asked, what's your favorite ball python morph? P.S. How much would a killer bee exanthic? Well, my favorite ball python morph, I already answered. Single gene morph, butter. I don't know what I would say for a combination morph. That'd be a hard choice. Killer bee exanthic, I don't really understand your question if you're asking how much it costs. A lot. That's a really cool snake, killer bee exanthic, for sure. And one Alex Boz 11 asked, if you had a chance to produce any ball python in existence, what would it be? Already made or new? If it was a new one, I'd love to produce like a bright orange. I already said this, like an orange ball python. That would just be really cool. I'd probably say the panda pied for something already produced. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Okay, Reptile's Future asked to see Haley, which is a buttered ghost ball python, so here she is. Or, he is, I should say. It's actually a he. Pretty cool. And he also asked to see my Carmen, which is my female pinstripe ball python. So I wanted to show you guys her. She's gravid right now, hopefully. Got some fertile eggs in her, and you see how thick she is getting. She's really big, just over 2,000 grams, so yeah, that is her. She's hopefully going to lay me some eggs here pretty soon. Will the Thrillicus asked to see the Kenyan sand boa, so there he is. Really cool, he just shed. I really like this guy. He's the slowest growing snake I've ever seen before. Beaded Dragon Boy 09 asked to see the green tree python. So this is my best attempt at showing you the green tree python. He's always in such a weird position, but very green. Steam 308 said, I want to see an ivory, or whatever the white one was. I don't have an ivory, or maybe you were thinking of a leucistic, but these are the whitest snakes that I own. These are piebalds. Female and a male here. This is the female, this is the male. Those are the whitest snakes I own. I don't have any full white ones yet. Gecko Maego asked to talk about my breeding projects, and so here's one of them. You see they're actually breeding right now. You see their tails locked up right there. So hopefully that's some breeding going on. My male there, female right here. Both SK line exanthics, and so that's one of my breeding projects. Okay, and I only have 2 breeding projects going on this year, and the other one is this butter het ghost combined with my pinstripe right here. So that's the other one. Okay, as for future projects, I don't even really know where to start, but these African imports that I have, this male right here will be going with this female right here. They're just some kind of normal looking bell pythons. This is the girl. Hopefully she'll be ready to go next year by the way she's eating. Yeah, that's probably the least special import that I have. So those 2 will be going together. And my other 2 female imports here will, this girl, who looks a bit better. She's pretty yellowish. And the other one that's even better, the best of the imports right here, who is just stunning. See how bright she is, and she's just getting better with age. You know, this girl here, who's an African import, I've already said that. Both those girls will be breeding with this pastel yellow belly male. This guy right here, they'll be locking up with those 2 girls there. Hopefully get something cool out of that. Pastel yellow belly, see his belly's totally clear. Hopefully we get some cool stuff out of that. This girl, her belly is also pretty clear, so you know, hopefully we get something really cool out of that. Probably my most excited project is going to be this guy. I'm going to get a girl exactly like him, a butter ghost, a girl exactly like him. I'll breed those 2 together and hopefully get some more butter ghosts and possibly leucistics, a leucistic ghost. A lot of combinations there. This is my most excited project. Butter's my favorite morph. It's just awesome. Another project here, my bumblebee will be going with a lemon blast that my friend has. I'll be buying that from him pretty soon, female. So, you know, bumblebee to a lemon blast. Bumblebee is a spider pastel, and lemon blast is a pinstripe pastel. So, you know, there's like 50 combinations there. It's a little exaggeration, but you get the idea. There's a lot of combinations coming out of that. And that bumblebee there will also be going with a super pastel, who I know is deep into shed right now, so I'm not even going to show her. She's ugly right now. And my 2 piebalds, which I've already showed, will be going together. That's going to be obviously really cool, all piebalds. Again, my 2 xanthics, which I just showed, will be breeding again. And this male over here, that butter ghost, will be going with my pinstripe. And that butter het ghost that's in here, I will have sold. And I think that's the majority of my projects. Okay, so someone requested to see crested geckos. Here is one of my crested geckos. It is a yellow Dalmatian female. She's crazy. Crazy. So, yeah. I like her. She's really cool. She keeps me awake at night sometimes because they're nocturnal. Let your jump there. So, it's one of my crested geckos. And hopefully next year she will breed with this guy. He's a Harlequin pinstripe. A little smaller than her. He's a lot tamer. So that's one of my males. And then I have a little one who I don't really know what kind it is, but I really like the look of it. It's just one solid tan color. Just a little one, the only one I have with its tail still. It's a cute little girl, I think. So those are all my crested geckos. Alright, so that was all the video requests. Figured I'd just go out with the dart frogs, at least show them, because they're always a favorite. Yeah, it's just them eating some fruit flies. Okay, and one last thing. I did order another tegu. This time I asked for a red tegu from Herps, the same place I got my last one. I talked to him about it, and he gave me $50 off Red Baby, which should be coming in, you know, next fall, so it'll be a while. But that's just that. So, because I really do like tegus, and so that's that. I'll probably be putting up next week, maybe, a video over how I made my incubator. And then after that, I'm going to take a break on the videos for probably about a month unless something serious comes up, and then I might make a video, but just kind of expect a break. So sorry about the length of this video. I just had a lot to cover, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Till next time, you've been watching Classy Herps.